Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight we are all very excited because we are starting book 3 of Avatar The Last Airbender. This is episode 1 called The Awakening. Now, it's been stellar so far. The first 2 books have been great. I cannot wait to see where this goes. I'm a little sad because I know that it's the last book, so we'll see how things go.
Well, you know, all good things must come to an end. Maybe not. We don't know. It's going to keep going on, but I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to start the final go-home book with these 2 fellers over here.
Yeah, book 1 and 2 have been so much fun. The story, the depth, and everything that's developed from the first episode we saw in book 1 until the season finale in book 2, or rather you could say book 2 finale, however you want to call it. It's just been a really fun adventure so far, and I'm really excited to see how all this is going to end up, how our hero is going to end up saving the day. I know he is. But
Now you saw he kind of got into a big fight with the princess, and Zuko kind of turned his back too on an uncle, so we're going to dive deep right into this with the first episode. Without further ado, let's go! Because you know I am.
Oh, Aang got hair.
Yeah.
what? What is even happening?
Oh,
He is bandaged
he's
up.
beat up too.
Oh
Is the animation a lot different in this one, or is it just me?
Well, remember, each year it got a little bit better because it was new.
He's awake.
Oh, he's gonna be on a ship.
no! Momo? Twinkle Toes! That's gotta be you!
Oh, they got the robes on.
I feel like I'm dreaming. You're finally awake.
Good to see you back with the living, buddy.
Somebody catch me, Scudda!
It's been so long. I wonder what's changed.
Oh, you have.
Stop worrying.
Oh, see, remember
hey.
the date he went on with the girl?
Yeah,
Said it was complicated.
apparently.
Why are we on a Fire Nation ship? I like your hair. How long was I out? A few weeks.
They hijack a Fire Nation ship, maybe?
Something's up. I'm so confused because Zuko's on the ship.
Oh, would you mind giving us a little privacy?
Whoa, easy.
Are you mad at your dad or something? Not at all. Why would you say that? You need a healing session.
Oh,
Ouch. Ooh, he's getting a flashback.
I was gone, but you brought me back.
Your Princess Azula,
ugh.
the enemy,
Clever.
and enter the...
Look at those earlobes.
Azula's agents quickly overtook the entire city.
No.
Oh, they got everybody to fall in line with them.
Azula! Zuko!
This traitor. I guess it'd be a double traitor.
After what happened in Boston
dream
Say, we had to get you to
sequence.
safety. The Earth King decided he wanted to travel the world in disguise. Rather than fight them all, we captured a single ship and made it our disguise. Since then, we've been traveling west,
But Zuko's on.
He's on a different one.
Yeah.
planning a smaller invasion. Just a ragtag team of our friends and allies from around the Earth Kingdom. We already ran into Pipsqueak and the Duke. We have a secret. You. The whole world thinks you're dead. Isn't that great?
That is a pretty massive advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if people think the Avatar is gone, they're gonna lose hope.
It means the Fire Nation won't be hunting us anymore.
So messed up.
Uh-oh.
The Avatar is back. Ugh.
Why don't you just let him pass, Aang?
Bato and I will take care of this.
This does not feel good at all.
We have orders to deliver some cargo.
Nice of Admiral Chan to let us know he was sending one of his ships our way.
All right.
Admiral Chan has been on leave for 2 months at Ember Island.
What? I think this is a captured ship. Then we'll see.
Oh, she can hear it.
Hey, no!
Turtle ducks.
Turtle ducks.
You seem so downcast.
I haven't seen Dad yet. I didn't capture the Avatar.
The Avatar's dead, unless you think he survived.
This is water from the Spirit Oasis.
No.
Then I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
The woman that was the voice of Princess was on a plane and somebody in front of her was watching Avatar, and she's like, so she posted it and said, should I tell them? That'd be pretty badass.
They don't need a catapult.
No,
they
they
got tough.
Sending those rock hockey bolts. Whoa, a harpoon.
I'm gonna give us some cover.
Man, her abilities have really taken off this season.
Hey, no! Just let us handle this.
Fine.
Things couldn't get much worse.
Oh, this guy's back.
The universe just loves proving me wrong, doesn't it?
You make it too easy.
Well, thanks for the shot.
Thank you, the universe.
See?
Thank you, the universe. Not universe. The universe. Thank you, the universe.
We're going into town to find some dinner.
It'll cover your arrow.
I'm not going out if I can't wear my arrow proudly. You guys go ahead without us. We'll catch up with you. You don't want people to think you failed. I did fail. Remember, there's still a plan. Is there anything you need? I need my honor back.
That's an interesting transition. Now he wants his honor back after we spent the first 2 books hearing about Zuko trying to earn his back.
I brought you some food.
He's all banged up and he's going to go try to do something?
Oh, he's in no condition.
You have redeemed yourself, my son. Welcome home.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was the end or not.
What's wrong, Katara?
He has this ridiculous notion that he has to save the world alone. How can you just leave us behind?
You're talking about me too, aren't you?
But we were just so lost without you.
I'm so sorry, Katara. I love you more than anything. You did the right thing and captured the traitor. You slayed the Avatar.
Yeah, well, about that. Yeah.
She said she was amazed.
Not good.
Blockade.
It's one way to do it.
Well, I think I'd rather be up in the air.
Oh, no.
It's the glider, yeah.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to be a little more specific.
Why did you tell Father that I was the one who killed the Avatar?
Leverage.
I figured if I gave you the credit, you'd have nothing to worry about.
She doesn't do anything nice.
No.
What ulterior motive could I have? Unless somehow the Avatar was actually alive.
God, what a B word.
Just diabolical.
I failed.
You haven't failed, Aang.
I'm letting the whole world down.
I should have seen this war coming. You inherited my problems, but I believe you are destined to redeem me.
I don't know. You already saved the world,
Oh, she's back.
but you can't give up. I won't give up.
Oh, surfing.
Is he going to find his glider surfing like that?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Momo found him.
You're okay. What about the invasion?
We'll join up with my dad and the invasion force on the day of the eclipse.
What? It's
Oh.
your glider.
Took a beating.
It would give away my identity.
That's a big deal. All right.
There you go. What are you
was,
guys thinking? Are you
that
guys
was-
not excited for book 3?
That was the hot start of the new season. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of treachery. You know, Princess Azula has leverage now over Zuko, and he has to see this coming. He's got to know he made the wrong choice, and hopefully he can find his uncle and maybe set things right. We can hope. You know, the thing that Katara's dad had to go through, well, Sokka's dad as well. You know, I'm sure that's a pretty common thing, you know, for soldiers who have to leave and go do, you know, a greater task or service, if you will. You know, they have to leave their families at home, and that was kind of a nice touch to see. You know, I mean, she understood why he had to do it, but that didn't make it any easier to go through. So that was, you know, something that I'm glad they touched on as well. And boy, Aang, kind of accepting things, getting rid of the glider there at the end. Now he's got his friends to help him. And I'm just wondering when we have a training montage, if we're going to have the slow-mo where like he takes out a big straight razor and cuts the hair off and gets back to business with the bald-headed look again. So we'll see what comes next.
You know, I just love it, getting back into this, into book 3 and seeing where he's got the hair. You know, you'll see it where this leads to, but yeah, where it's, you know, the coming of age moment now where he can do it, and he knows that he needs the help, and he's gonna have his friends around helping him. Even Toph is like, "Oh, you think he could get away that easy from training?" Because you know she still has some training to do with him.
Yeah.
And you know, this is just a great setup to start book 3, and then you know a little emotional there too with why was she being so, you know, quick with her dad? Well, then we found out why, and you know, it was heavy at the strings there.
Yeah. This was a good episode. I mean, you know, they hit really hard on the pressure that Aang feels, you know, to be saving the world, and you know, he might be, you know, 100 and however many years old, but at the end of the day, he's still a kid, and he still has a lot to learn. He's still dealing with the emotions that a younger person would, and to again, to put that much pressure on somebody that's that young. That would be a lot to shoulder, you know. And I think the really cool thing here is, look, he's had his outbursts and lashing out at his friends. I'm going to do this alone. I don't need your help. Leave me alone. And his friends just refuse to give up on him, which I think is the really strong message. They understand that he's going through a lot, and so they continue to support him. No matter how many times he says, "Leave me alone. I'll do this myself," his friends continue to support him. They are there for him. On the flip side of that, they know that hey, we kind of need you to save the world, so we're gonna be there for you. But you know, they've always got his back, and I think that's a good lesson here. The stuff between Azula and Zuko is so convoluted, you know. And I was thinking, like, okay, what does she have to gain from this? And it's, you know, she basically spelled it out like, you thought father didn't like you before. Wait until he gave you credit and gave you your honor back, and then finds out that you really didn't do the Avatar. It's going to be that much worse. So she's really, God,
really conniving.
She's up there with Umbridge and the mom from Notebook. Yeah. She's up there. But you know, I'm hoping that we see some sort of redemption from Zuko. I'm still confident that we will by the end of the story, but they've thrown a lot of curveballs our way that we didn't expect. So the only way to find out is to keep this train rolling.
There we go. So we're on our way to the end of the show, sadly, but it's going to be a fun ride. So with that being said, that's Appleton Oak. That's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, guys.
Look at that. Whoa. Are they like in the like bowl of a volcano?
That's what it looked like, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who's there?
He's the prince. Can't he kind of go where he wants for the most part?
Yeah, I don't think he knew who that was.
I think I see a cave below.
Keep quiet.
Massive cloud.
We're in enemy territory. Those are enemy birds.
What was he trying to do there?
This is how we'll be living until the invasion begins.
Sokka, we don't need to become cave people. Blending in is better than hiding out. They have real food out there.
You know, Momo will.
Somebody does.
I call the silk robe. And I call the suit.
Sokka's picky.
Ta-da! Normal kid. Sorry, shoes.
The music.
Your mom's necklace. Everyone just follow my lead and stay cool. Or, as they say in the Fire Nation, stay flamin'.
I hope they don't run into Zuko or Azula.
Yeah.
We're going to a meat place. I'll just get some lettuce out of the garbage.
They use that as garnish.
You don't belong here. You might want to take off your school uniform.
Ah!
Oh, he's got to go to a Fire Nation school. Well, I mean, he's going to learn firebending then, right?
Is this a new mind ready for molding?
That's right.
Clearly you're from the colonies.
Look at him.
He's got that stick.
And we don't wear head coverings indoors.
Oh.
I have a scar.
Very well. What is your name?
Kuzan.
Any significance to that name, or did he just pull that out of thin air?
Don't let the headmaster catch you with that monkey. My name's Anji.
You don't have to babysit the new kid.
You must be one of those popular kids.
Anji is my girlfriend.
Oh, the old.
He didn't beat you up. We were on our way to play hide and explode. You want to come?
Hide and explode.
Where have you been? I got invited to play with some kids after school.
After what?
I was kind of worried about that. He's going to start meeting the regular citizens and realize they're just like everybody else.
I'm going in for a visit, and no one is going to know about this.
Uncle.
They got him in a cell.
Uncle.
Oh, you don't want nothing to do with him.
Oh, snap.
Well, there's our answer on that.
I'm learning new things about the Fire Nation. I already have a picture of Fire Lord Ozai, and here's one that I made out of noodles. I guess we'll never find out about the secret river then.
I am a fan of secret rivers.
Flameo, Hotman!
Flameo? Mm-hmm. You brought this on yourself, you know. I did what I had to do, and Boss Singh say, "You're a crazy old man, and if you weren't in jail, you'd be sleeping in a gutter."
Pretty sure he'd be in his tea shop, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Recite the Fire Nation oath.
Airbender, Fire Lord.
What year did Fire Lord Sozin battle the Air Nation army?
Air nomads didn't have a formal military.
Oh, he's going to know everything because he was there.
I don't know how you could possibly know more than our national history book.
I'll just write down my best guess. I'm a terrible Sungi hornist.
That hullabaloo going on with your feet.
I was just dancing.
Dancing is not conducive to a proper learning environment.
Is this Footloose?
No dancing allowed.
You may march in place quietly next time the urge hits you.
Let's get Kevin Bacon out here.
I really liked that crazy dance you were doing. I can show it to you again if you'd like.
Trouble with Anji.
Yeah.
Nobody shows my Anji anything, especially movements.
Oh, calm down there, Johnny Lawrence. Slow-mo.
Picking fights on your second day? Bring your parents to my office after school.
Looks like we're not going to school anymore.
Thank you for coming. Wang fire!
Sapphire fire.
Oh my God.
He's argued with his history teacher, disrupted music class.
That doesn't sound like our Kuzan.
I'll straighten this boy out something fierce. That's what I like to hear.
Sound effects.
You're so beautiful when you hate the world.
I don't hate you.
I don't hate you too.
Oh, that's how you say it, huh?
Could I have a word with you?
Can't you see we're busy?
There we go. Just
Eileen needs your help untangling her braid.
Sounds pretty serious.
Is that code? Like get out code?
Must be.
Braid to untangle.
Here you've been to visit your Uncle Fatso in the prison tower.
Jesus.
That guard told you.
You did.
Oldest trick in the book.
If people find out you've been to see Uncle, they'll think you're plotting with him. Just be careful.
Boy, she just keeps feeding him enough rope to do his
Oh,
own damage.
Momo.
No more school for you, young man.
I'm having fun for once. Just being a normal kid.
And the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
We need to show them a little taste of freedom.
What could you possibly do?
I'm gonna throw them a secret dance party.
Dancing.
It is Footloose.
Go to your room.
They're coming. You should probably wait out back. You've got fancier feet than anybody. This ought to get everybody moving. I don't think my parents want me dancing in a cave.
Well, that's when John Lithgow comes in and gives you a speech about...
It's a form of self-expression that no one can ever take away from you. Ooh, wow.
The truth is, I need your advice.
Oh, now you need his advice.
I know he's out there. Forget it. I'll solve this myself.
Uh-oh, not with Anji.
I'm worried Aang's gonna
they
blow
look
his
pretty
cover.
good together.
If that's what you like.
Oh, a little jealousy here.
Little jelly.
All right, go with that. Everybody freestyle.
And this is when somebody comes walking in.
I like how they're playing the out-of-tune guitar for him to do it.
I'm not sure that I know how to... Take my hand. Okay.
if we don't get some Kenny Loggins soon, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed.
Somebody should do a music video to this.
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna... Oh, okay, they're just watching them.
It's just you and me right now.
Oh, that's good stuff. It's just me and you right now. Whoa!
Look, next time I'm dancing with my wife, I'm gonna try and throw a roundhouse kick at her.
I don't know, man. Things are going way too good right now.
It is a dancing party.
Yep.
Anytime, Headmaster, sir.
Oh, what a piece of garbage.
Of course he did.
Oh,
Sprinkler. He's the one we want.
Looking for me?
Don't let him leave the cave.
you see a kitty behind him.
Hi there. How we doing?
How we doing?
Picking his
The
nose.
classic, how we doing?
Who are you looking for? Do you need something?
Uh,
Over here.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Stop that. Stop that.
just doing the tap.
I think you really did help those kids. It was just a dance party, that's all.
Just a dance party.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Flamio, sir. They say you're good at what you do.
This
The Avatar's
fingernails.
alive. End him.
oh
Guy.
man.
Oh, kind of looks like Ricochet.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. That's how they leave us.
All right.
All right, that was episode 2 of book 3, and
Gotta cut loose.
I was so nervous when they were in that
Put
cave. I
on
was
the Sunday
waiting for the other shoe to drop, and sure enough, they showed up. But all the students kind of had Aang's back, or was it Kuzan's back at the time, and they all put on headbands, so that was a lot of fun. Nice little comedy there, with the guards starting to dance a little bit. So that was fun, and hopefully Aang's getting through to him, because that's the thing I was worried about, is that he's going to go to this school, start interacting with all the kids, and he's going to be like, look, they're just like everybody else, and then that's going to put the whole kind of war maybe in jeopardy. But again, if all Aang has to do is challenge the leader of the Fire Nation, then maybe we won't have to have all the outside casualties that we might otherwise have in a full-scale war. So that's kind of how I'm hoping that it goes, because, I mean, the kids in the Fire Nation are no different than anybody else we met. They just happen to live under a semi-oppressive regime. So beyond that, they're doing all right. But this episode was a lot of fun. Aang got through to some people. We saw a little more romance with Aang and Katara. Zuko is... Man, now he's coming back to his uncle, and I like that his uncle's just giving him nothing to work with. But then he did make Zuko go out and find himself a hired man to do his job for him. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, obviously I saw a meme actually that I'm glad I didn't share with you guys, because it would have gave away that part where they said, check out how Aang is with Katara in the first season versus this past one, where he's like, don't worry about them. It's just you and me right now.
Yeah.
Just versus him going hamana, hamana, hamana for some of those episodes. So that is so much fun to watch or rewatch again for me as their budding romance. So yeah, and this was a fun episode. We have some that are a little heavy hearted. We have some that are that, but this was a fun one.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this episode. As Mason Quinn had mentioned, there was a neat opportunity for Aang to see that the kids in the Fire Nation, they're just kids. And I think this is really reflective of a lot of modern societies. And when I say modern, I guess we can say, I don't know, we could probably go back 1,000 years. But you look at these countries that have had, had their part in major wars, whether we're going back to the Roman Empire, to the Germans, whatever we're talking about. As a whole, we kind of look at these societies as being evil, but within them, you just have kids who just want to be kids before anything else. And I think Aang was realizing that about the Fire Nation. I did like the part where they all had the bandanas. It reminded me of the old, I'm Spartacus, I'm Spartacus, I'm Spartacus, and they're all kind of sticking up for him. But this was a fun episode. Look, they had to have had at least a few jokes when they were writing this about Footloose.
Oh, had to.
They had to have, like, what can we make unique about the Fire Nation? What if it's like Footloose that they can't dance.
We can't dance.
You know what? We're gonna go with that. And on top of it, we're even gonna have Aang organize a hidden dance party. Oh, brilliant! But this was a lot of fun. A little bit more lighthearted, of course. For the most part, not really with Zuko and the uncle. I mean, that was hard to see. We saw the uncle kind of ignoring Zuko, but at the same time, they made it very clear that he was emotional. Now that he's in jail, and Zuko's still looking for his advice, still coming to him instead of going to his father for these advices. Of course, some of this stuff is stuff he can't tell his father at all. Hey, I need advice.
Yeah.
And then at the end, hired gun, a big one with either an eye or something on his forehead and very long claws, who looks very scary and menacing. So
he very much is. Yeah. so there we go. Oh, 2 in on the final book. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
Making Appa walk through that mud? It's gonna be filthy.
Found me, buddy. I think this river's polluted.
Jeez, Aang.
Well, that explains why I can't catch a fish around here. Because normally my fishing skills are off the hook.
Damn it. Yeah, I know there's...
It looks like we'll need to go somewhere else to get food.
Maybe we can get food there. Now you look just like a little hill with horn.
Momo's underneath the small one.
It's in the middle of the river.
My name's Doc. I'll give you a ride into town.
Why do you guys live on the river?
Because we're a fishing town.
Whoa.
Army makes their metal there.
So sad.
No, we can't waste our time here.
How can you be so cold and heartless?
We'll be helping them all by taking out the Fire Lord.
Maybe we should be a little quieter when we talk about taking out the Fire Lord.
She's got a good point.
Let's just get what we need and go.
You work here, too?
I'm Shu. Doc's my brother.
The only difference is your hat.
Doc works on the docks, and I work in the shop. That's why they call me Shu.
What?
You'll just take the fish.
My brother says you need a lift.
This guy.
Our detour into town today has completely thrown off our schedule.
Boiling it to make it clean.
Serious finagling to get us back on track.
It looks like he had an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
See that?
From now on, we'll take food breaks and potty breaks at the same time. Hey, it might be gross, but it's efficient.
It's efficient.
I think Appa's sick.
Yeah, you had him swimming in that sewage.
I might as well just throw our schedule away now. I'm concerned because my big furry friend.
The hearts.
You okay, buddy? Tongue is purple.
It looks like he needs some medicine. Maybe we can find the right herbs in town.
Almost licking it.
Are the people happier?
The Painted Lady. She's part of our town's lore.
They already have someone to help them. All we need is medicine for our sick friend.
All the medicine we have goes to the factory.
You got any more food to sell?
Would you like the one-headed fish or the two-headed fish?
She healing everyone?
Thank you, Painted Lady.
Is that Katara in disguise?
Is Shu around?
Hey there!
We need more food.
Can you believe how much an entire village can be affected by one lady?
But without her, they wouldn't be able to fend for themselves. If she really wanted to help, she would use her spirit magic to blow up that factory.
It's more like...
God, living in the good old Fox Valley, that sure seems relatable, doesn't it?
Oh, Momo gonna catch her?
It's her! Hello, Painted Lady Spirit!
You know he's faster than you, right?
I know Hey-Bye!
Well, hello, Avatar.
You're really pretty for a spirit. You seem familiar, too.
A lot of people say that.
No. Katara?
She just said she's attractive.
I was just trying to help the village.
Is Appa even sick?
He might be sick of the purple berries I've been feeding him.
Purple berries.
Come on. Opposite tongue is from berries?
If you want to help. Sokka was just kidding, but he was right.
Is it a Fire Nation logo for their armies?
Yep.
He's got on the gloves.
We don't want to wake Sokka. We were just out on a morning walk.
Oh, really? I know you're the painted lady. Katara, what you did put our whole mission in jeopardy. We're leaving right now.
I just found out this morning.
Now the town's gonna pay.
Oh no.
Fire Nation soldiers are heading to the village.
I kind of destroyed their factory. It was your idea.
You gotta think that one through.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Do nothing.
I will never, ever turn my back on people who need me.
I'm coming too.
Really does have a heart, doesn't he?
You steal our food, our medicine. This is a town of thieves and liars.
We're going to cure the world of this wretched village.
Oh, the old grappling hooks.
Where's it coming from?
It's the painted lady. She's coming.
The Exorcist.
Getting up how to do it.
What is that sound?
Do something!
Oh, I got Aang underneath.
They're all
Out of
here.
That'll do it.
Never come back.
I knew you'd come.
Thank you. You're that colonial girl.
She's a waterbender.
You should be down on your knees thanking her.
I shouldn't have acted like someone I wasn't, and I shouldn't have tricked you. It doesn't matter if the painted lady is real or not. You can't wait around for someone to help you. You have to help yourself.
Maybe we can clean the river.
It's like a top.
Are you gonna help us clean?
I'm going to get my other brother, Bushi. I'm Bushi.
He's out of his mind.
I knew you were the same guy.
You know who does that? My brother, Doc. He's crazy.
They do the music.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. It's the real one.
Thank you.
Whew. I mean, that's great and all, but we're on a schedule here.
I know that's all you care about.
There was
It's a
episode
stupid
3.
schedule,
I kind of think like Sokka, look, I mean, everybody in the kingdom needs help at some point, right? But these guys are on a really tight schedule and they keep losing time by doing all these side quests. So, I mean, we really got to stay focused here in the next couple episodes, and I hope our team can start to get to their goal. Now, obviously, a lot of great stuff in this episode. Sokka made a really good point where he said, you know, if the painted lady just keeps coming and taking care of all their problems, they're never going to do anything for themselves. And then, of course, you know, Katara kind of came around at the end, and with the help of Toph, they got the idea to clean up the river and do things for themselves. So, yeah, that was cool to see. Hopefully,
Toph had a great idea.
so hopefully the Fire Nation doesn't come back anytime soon there with their factory, and then things will be going all right for them.
Well,
But we're on a schedule.
Well, if you don't save the village, what good is it saving the world if the village isn't?
Yeah, but you've only got
saved
like
already?
an 8-minute window where you
Yeah, I
can take
get it,
on
but
the leader of the Fire Nation.
I think Sokka's
8 minutes,
also,
folks.
well, you know, we'll get to there, but until then, they got to help some people out along the way. Come on, man.
I thought this was great.
See?
Just relax about the schedule.
Running out of time.
Schedule.
They'll be okay. I did like the lesson here. You know, it gave them hope at first that the painted lady was coming, and then she, you know, revealed herself and like, hey, look, you guys at some point got to learn to help yourselves. And when you realize, like, okay, this is something we can do, sometimes it just takes that little nudge, you know, that little nudge, a little bit of belief in yourself, a little bit of belief that this isn't coming from some supernatural power. This is the works of a human who's got good intentions and a kind heart, and you can get a lot done. And we saw that. Now it helps that they had an earthbender and a waterbender and stuff like that. I was getting when she was coming across and like the water and like was all big. I was getting vibes from The Princess Bride.
Oh,
remember
Andre?
the scene where they put Andre in the car? Tom, it was like, you have Inigo Montoya just
pushing the wheelbarrow,
barely moving it. I got those vibes, but I thought this was a really good episode. And look, you can have. I think I'm agreeing with the answer on this one. You can have big missions and big goals, but helping people along the way is important as well. But I'm also cognizant of the fact that when you have a massive goal that is with the well-being of an entire world in mind, sometimes you're put in a difficult spot where you don't have time to save everybody. So I understand Mason's Quinn's point, but I think he's just showing like, look, we're trying to get him trying to get the townspeople to be motivated to help themselves and know that this isn't just some spirit. This is something you can do on your own. So hopefully that town's in a much better spot. I got to be honest, like it does hit home. We live in an area in Wisconsin where there was at one time what was probably a beautiful river and one of the largest freshwater lakes in the entire country, Lake Winnebago, which now we jokingly but not so funny call it Lake Winniseptic, because it's absolutely disgusting. And the river that we have that runs from Green Bay, we're in that area, Green Bay, all the way down, miles and miles and miles, is also absolutely disgusting because the factories were built along the river and they just dumped shit in the river for decades and decades and decades. And companies did that because it saved them money. I get really hot about this. When you build a factory on a body of water, and we're just gonna dump our shit
right into the water.
Look, you don't have to do a single study. You don't have to have a single chemist or scientist or anybody to know that dumping your shit into the water is going to be bad. And now all this beautiful lake and these beautiful waterways that we had in Wisconsin are trashed. There are signs on the river how many fish you can eat a month. Like, you can have 5 perch a month. Wow. You can have 2 bass a month and 1 northern pike. Look, if they have to tell you how many fish you can consume a month out of this river before it's dangerous to your health, don't consume any. I'm going on a rant here because, like I said, this episode strikes home for us. And look, I know this is the case all across the globe where greedy people put factories on bodies of water. What movie was it, The Crow, where they talk about Lake Erie was on fire one time because there's so much shit in it. Look, and I'm not going to go on some environmental tirade here, and I know I kind of already am. But this episode
says it after
this episode hits close to home because literally what they're showing is happening. Not miles from where we live, in a once beautiful body of water that could have been used for recreation and fishing. It's garbage. Like you can't even swim in it. Like you can't. It's that dirty. Like you can't swim in it. And they're like, oh, maybe we can drudge it and then clean all the shit off the bottom. Well, no, because now if you go and try to drudge it and clean off the shit all the bottom, it stirs it back up. And you're screwed either way. So, anyhow, I'm glad Katara smoked that factory.
And the good news is that there has been a lot of progress in rivers and streams and cleanups here in the state. So we have made some good progress there. But yeah, obviously, this is one that hits home, I think, for all of us.
Imagine building a factory. What are we going to do with the waste? Just dump it in the water. Dump it in the water. Hey, this could have been the 40s or 50s, or hey, 100 years from now, this body of water is going to be complete shit. Don't worry.
That's
about
their
it.
problem. That's 100 years from now problem.
I didn't mean to rant too hard.
You know what isn't a problem?
Now,
as we get some more
100
episodes.
years from now, they can look back and say, yeah, in the early 1900s, these assholes dumped shit in the river for 50, 60 years. But you know what? 100 years later, along came people who said, hey, let's fix this. And hopefully a Qatar or two blowing these factories up. Build them somewhere else. Be responsible about your waste removal. I'm done. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
Right.
Great words
Hot
to live
button
by.
for the Oak.
So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
This is amazing to watch.
Kinda makes you realize how insignificant we are.
Seen nothing once, you've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Whoa.
Actually, saw something like that in Appleton a handful of years ago. Came up my Facebook feed. Remember we had the blue meteor that flew over?
Oh.
The fire is gonna destroy
Didn't do that.
No.
I'll bend the water onto the fire. Keep an eye on Momo.
So what, I'm just a lemur sitter?
I see.
Feel better?
That's exactly like you do to your dog if like fireworks or something stupid's going off.
Momo got 5
put
of
out
them.
more than he did. Oh, just fold the land right back into place.
Stand clear.
Stand clear. Got it.
Just grabs Momo.
Ooh, back at the Fire Nation. Oh, he's looking
man.
rough.
You're a disgrace.
He's always got a plan.
What was that?
These people have no idea how close they were to getting toasted last night.
Boo-hoo. Poor heroes.
What's your problem?
All you guys can do this awesome bending stuff. I can't do anything.
No one can read a map.
Oh, jeez.
And who keeps us laughing with sarcastic comments all the time? Look at Katara's hair. What's up with that?
I'm just the guy in the group who's regular.
I know something that's gonna make you feel better.
Shopping! Hey, how about these?
Knew that was coming.
All I need to complete the outfit is a wind sword.
Look at that.
I love the music.
Look at the
with it.
claw on his left hand.
I'll just stick to what I got.
Like something out of Thundercats.
Is that like Cheeky Baby?
It's like Wormser made that spear.
It's a master in aerodynamics.
That's an original from P. and Thou, the greatest sword master and sword maker in Fire Nation history.
A master. You should see if you can study with Piandao.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Wait, he's gonna start working out, getting jacked. Uncle's on the come up.
He's fooling everybody.
Can I help you?
I've come to train with the master. My name is Sokka, and I wish to be instructed in the way of the sword.
That's an unusual name.
Your butler told me that when I met you, I would have to prove my worth. I don't know if I am worthy.
I see.
Oh, do you recognize the voice?
It sounded familiar, but I can't place it.
Robert Patrick. Robert Patrick.
From Unsolved Mysteries.
First thing you must learn is that your weapon is an extension
that
of yourself.
Robert Patrick. I was thinking Robert Stack.
Oh my God.
It becomes the most versatile of weapons.
What should we do today?
I already picked my toes.
Twice?
It's so hot today.
How hot is it?
It's so hot, Momo is shedding like Appa.
I guess the jokes don't run in the family.
Oh.
Who knew he had it in him?
Yeah.
Come on. How many times have you seen him just be more amazing than what you think?
Write your name. You cannot take back a stroke of the brush or a stroke of the sword.
He's all nervous.
So this is about putting my identity on the page, right?
Oh, jeez.
You only have an instant to take everything in. Now paint it.
Oh, this is cool. You gotta paint what you just saw.
You added a rainbow.
Is that okay?
Sokka. Concentrate on what you're doing. Rock gardening teaches the warrior to manipulate his surroundings and use them to his advantage.
Manipulate them to my advantage.
Oh, look at that.
Clap push-ups.
What's going on in there?
He's just acting totally broken.
So where are we going next?
Did they try to make his face look a little bit leaner there?
Yeah.
I miss Sokka.
If you miss him so much, why don't you marry him?
What was that noise?
You are ready for a real sword. You will make your own sword.
Oh.
Interesting.
You must trust your steel with your life.
Would it be possible for me to leave and bring back a special material for my sword?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Sokka's coming. Say something funny.
Funny how? Anyway, I need some help.
Oh, the meteorite. Brilliant idea.
You gonna be able to forge that though? Old Uncle's like fooling everybody in there. It's like Con Air with Nicolas Cage.
Do you think we can make a sword out of a meteorite?
We'll make a sword unlike any other in the world.
Oh, I watch a lot of Forged in Fire, so I know what's going on here. Oh, they got to get the quench right.
Yep.
Got to get the quench right. Oh, he went into the quench.
It wasn't your skills that impressed me. No, it certainly wasn't your skill. Creativity.
Oh, look at that
versatility.
thing.
You are more worthy than any man I have ever trained.
Wow.
I am not worthy. I'm not from the Fire Nation. I'm from the Southern Water Tribe. I'm sorry.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh!
This is my fight.
Look what you've become.
Oh! What the heck?
Shit! Come on!
He's doing one-arm pull-ups.
What?
He's been tricking us the whole time.
Using your superior agility against an older opponent. Smart.
And he's still teaching him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was gonna get him.
I thought it was gonna smoke him too.
Oh, old slow motion shot.
Excellent work, Sokka. Of course, I knew from the beginning that Sokka was Water Tribe. You might want to think of a better Fire Nation cover name. Try Lee. There's a million Lees. You must continue your training on your own. You will become an even greater master than I am.
Andy has a sword made out of a meteorite.
The master wanted you to have this.
The White Lotus.
I thought you might like this.
Sweet! I don't think there's such a thing as Space Earth.
Must you ruin everything?
Can't believe I missed you.
Look at that.
There was episode 4, and, finally Sokka got to have a little bit more of an impact, I think, and got to pick up some skills and got a pretty awesome sword out of the deal, too. I'm sure that's going to come into play later. You don't get a
decent sword.
You don't get a meteorite sword and not do anything with it, so I'm fully expecting something to happen there. Of course, a great cameo by Robert Patrick. Not who I thought he said at first, but, always great to see him pop up in some different stuff.
It's always nice to see our man Robert Patrick.
Yeah, just, and I think it's easy for Sokka to feel that way. He's with a bunch of benders, like you talked about earlier, Oak, and now he has something to bring to the party as well. Hopefully he finds his way to becoming a master swordsman.
Well, you see, you needed like you said, they had to stick to the schedule, but they needed something like this, especially for Sokka. He needs to learn more and more skills. Like, he is a great leader, but it just seems like sometimes he doesn't see it. So this was a way for him to, do his own training. Like they said, get your own master so that way you can train to become a better leader. I mean, he already does the maps, he already has a schedule and stuff like that, but he just still needs more and more training. And it's so nice to always see. Because he only did previous was with the Kenshi Warriors.
Yeah.
I think in life sometimes when you're surrounded by talented people or people who are exceptionally well at certain things, sometimes that can make you feel like whatever skills you have or feel like you don't have, there's some sense of inadequacy there. And I truly believe that, look, everybody has the potential for a talent in one aspect or another. And it's just a matter of finding what that is It's going to be work, right? They showed that here. Not everybody has talents that come easy to them, but if you find something that you're passionate about and something that you're good at, and then you work at that, I think we all have skills within us, and I think it's important for people to find those. It was important for Sokka to find that. Everybody else is good at something. I'm not good at anything. Well, sure you are. You have to find what it is that you're good at, and when you find what it is that you're good at, which might not be that easy, then you put the work into that. And I think this is very applicable to life. And I think, look, if you are, you and your, circle of friends or the people that you surround yourself are all normal, sometimes it's not as glaring, but if you're around people who are wildly talented in one thing or another, sometimes that can kind of magnify or, put whatever feelings you have about yourself under a microscope. And like I said, I think it's just a matter of getting out there and finding what you're good at in life, and I think that's what this showed. And it's even for Aang and for Katara and for Toph, even though they have like these skills that we can presume they were born with, they still had to practice that quite a bit. So we all have our own talents and skills. It's just a matter again of finding out what it is and working hard at polishing those up. And I think that was a cool episode to see here. And Sokka also has a sword from a meteorite.
Yeah, that was pretty badass.
I have watched a lot of Forged in Fire on Netflix, and I don't think I've ever seen them make weapons out of meteorites, which is interesting because
I'm just surprised that the T-1000 won't have any ideas for what metals to use for his blades.
That would be superior.
For blades, but this was a fun episode. It was nice to get. I'm gonna have Sokka have his own episode.
Yeah, he needs some moments to shine,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and and it was cool to see the uncle and what he's up to.
Oh, yeah. Iroh is getting yoked.
He's tricking everybody, making all the guards, all the leaders that are there think he's losing his mind, that he's weak. He's, he was purposely like eating the food off the floor, real like hurried, just to convey that. And here we find out the whole time he's been training, just getting ripped up. He's got to have his blanket packed in his stomach so he looks like he used to, because he's all shredded now. So who knows where that's going to go? I mean, he's still an incredibly powerful firebender. So, I mean,
Can we address the elephant in the room? The uncle's got to be in his 60s, right?
Oh, yeah.
50s, 60s. The ability to pack on that sort of muscle,
on that limited calorie intake,
body weight only training on a limited
It's not that hard to gain 20 pounds of muscle over summer.
Guys, we're not doctors.
We're not doctors.
It's not that hard to put on 30 pounds in prison if you do enough body weight exercises. We're not doctors.
James Caan, you're the best. James
None of us
Caan.
are doctors, especially not Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, or I Am the Answer. Also not a doctor. Good night, and we shall catch you on the next one, pals.